Floyd Schofield may have just made a big mistake in accepting the Shakur Stevenson fight. Let's talk about it. So as we all know, Floyd Schofield is set to take on Shakur Stevenson in a 12-round match for Shakur's WBC belt on the undercard of Artur beterbiev versus Dmitry bivol. Originally, Shakur had wanted William Zepeda, but after a hand injury sustained in the Tevin Farmer fight, Zepeda had to pull out. This led to Floyd Schofield stepping up to the challenge. Now, I'm not here to bash the young man for taking this challenge. You definitely have to respect the prospect for stepping in there with the best or second best guy in the division. That takes a lot of courage. However, it is a big mistake on Floyd Schofield's end because in my eyes, this fight is not close at all. Now, Shakur Stevenson has been receiving a lot of backlash for taking this fight, and I just want to say one thing. This fight, despite it not being a mandatory defense because Floyd Schofield isn't ranked in the top 15 of the WBC, it's not a mandatory defense, but it is a voluntary defense, and realistically, a lot of fighters do this, so I wouldn't bash him for it. And we all know that Oscar De La Hoya was talking a lot of trash to Shakur Stevenson for taking this fight, and I just want to say, like, if Floyd Schofield wants it and he kept calling out Shakur Stevenson and Shakur Stevenson had no opponent, well, he is the second best fight that he could have gotten, so I don't blame him for taking it because a lot of people don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson, and that is because he is an extremely high risk for a high reward because he doesn't offer as big of a payday as someone like Gervonta Davis does, so people don't really want to fight him. So yeah, that puts him in a tough spot to get any opposition going because he's very good at what he does. I don't really blame Shakur for taking this fight. In my opinion, Floyd Schofield, he is not ready. And let me just say, this comes down to one word: experience. Shakur has a lot more experience than Floyd Schofield, despite them having a similar amount of fights, with Schofield having 18 and Shakur with 22. Shakur has had a lot more world title fights and has experienced more 12-rounder fights and fights with top contenders in his division, whereas Floyd Schofield is coming off of his first 12-round fight in which he got dropped and even turned his back to his opponent while the ref had not stopped the fight. Shakur not only has had more experience, but he's also gotten a silver medal in the Olympics with his 22 professional fights. I don't really see Schofield bringing anything that Shakur hasn't seen. Pressure, he's seen it. Power, he's seen it. I've seen Shakur get a lot of hate because of his lack of power, but he's good at what he does, and that's boxing. Floyd Schofield may have heart and may try to fight Shakur, but even Oscar Valdez, who's shown a lot of heart, volume, and grit, he said he was broken by Shakur in an interview. He did everything he could, but it wasn't enough. I think that is how we will see this play out in February 22. Floyd Schofield just isn't near the same talent level or experience of Shakur. I'm not saying there will be a knockout or anything, because Shakur does make it hard to say stuff like that. However, I do think that it will be a one-sided beatdown with Shakur really exposing the holes in Floyd Schofield. Regardless of what happens, my respect goes out to both of these fighters for stepping in the ring together and giving us a fight to see. I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this whole fight. Is it a mismatch? Did Floyd Schofield rush it? Will he surprise us? Or is it going to be a dominant Shakur victory? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see y'all later. Peace.